Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we have two new fragrances to talk about, and before starting this video I would like to thank all of you who have subscribed to the channel, and those of you who are watching for the first time, please consider subscribing if you like this video. So as you know, these two fragrances are duping the same fragrance, that is Bianco Latte. So today we will find out which one is better, and let's start with Caramel Cascade. It has the notes of caramel, milk, tonka bean, honey, vanilla, white musk and amber. So as I have told you guys in the my last video that initially when I received this, I was not at all impressed with it because I was not getting that caramelly feel. Then I let it sit and now it's better. But still the opening has that muskiness rather than the creamy and lactonic feel which we expect by reading the notes. So it takes around 30 minutes for that muskiness to go away. And then it starts to get into that lactonic and creamy territory. But still there is not enough sweetness and that caramelly feel, which starts after an hour or so. So then it starts getting better and better, and you get whiffs of that delicious caramel and that honeyed vanilla. It's pretty long lasting and very projective. So as it further dries down, that sweetness increases and that caramel note gets more dense. In that stage, there is no muskiness or the woody feel in it. It has very balanced sweetness and it's not cloying at all. So because of that, it can be very unisex kind of fragrance. It easily fits in that unisex category, and it will be a perfect scent for fall and winter. But you can use it in the summer evenings or during this monsoon season rainy days, but I don't recommend it in the hot and humid conditions. So as most of the Middle Eastern fragrances need some time to sit and get better, so I'm hoping that its performance will get better as it sits further in my collection. Moving on to the eclair, it has almost the same notes. In the top, it has caramel, milk, and sugar. Middle notes are honey and white flowers. In the base, it has vanilla, praline, and musk. So it's a very lactonic fragrance which gives it a very smooth feel. In the caramel cascade, I was missing this lactonic note. And this creamy milky smoothness makes it a very well blended fragrance, and that added sugar note works very well here. You can feel all the beautiful notes in it, and it's very syrupy like caramel and honey. It feels very thick and dense. It's through and through gourmand for me, and it smells delicious. If you ever tried those eclair toffees, it's just the same thing in a perfume version. So it's mouth-watering. It has more sweetness than the caramel cascade, which makes it addicting. It has a great lasting power. It already gives me 6 to 7 hours of lasting, giving that it's just May 2024 batch. So it's going to get better with time. And I really enjoyed this fragrance. So now which one of the two you really need in your collection? Both fragrances are good and they both are beautiful fragrances. It's just that when you get something better, then you get to see the flaws in other. So Caramel Cascade is not a bad fragrance. It's just that it needs some time to sit, to get better, and to reach its full potential. The dry down of both these fragrances is 95% similar. Both are very strong and projective. So if I have to recommend just one, I would say go for eclairs, just because it's beautiful from the day one, and it's a bit sweeter than the caramel cascade. So in the dry down, both these fragrances smell almost similar, and you cannot differentiate between the two. So if availability is an issue, then you can happily go for caramel cascade. Second thing could be the pricing. Eclair is slightly costlier than caramel cascade. So depending on these two factors, you can decide which one you want in your collection. And now let's compare it to the Nebras. First of all, these two are sweeter than Nebras. Nebras has a very balanced sweetness, which is not cloying. But in these two fragrances, it may feel cloying to some people who are not into that the full-on gourmand fragrances, because these are extremely gourmandish scent profiles. And secondly, I feel that there in Nebras, floral notes are more prominent than these two fragrances. So thirdly, that Nebras has a dark chocolate which gives it a slight kick to the fragrance, and Nebras does not have that sticky and syrupy feel in it. But on the other hand, these two fragrances are dominated by caramel, and they have a honey like and caramel like syrupy feel in these. Nebras also falls in the gourmand category, but there is a difference in the degree. Nebras has something which makes it airy and sexy and elegant. So that is a very, you can say, special occasion kind of a fragrance for me. But on the other hand, these two fragrances are very gourmand in nature, and they lack that mysterious, sexy vibe, right? So, but they make you smell delicious. So if you have Nebras, then you can definitely try one of these, because it would not be redundant, as these are two different scent profiles. Nebras has a different feel and these two have a different feel. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, then please like, share and subscribe, and please share your thoughts about these fragrances and what else you want to see on this channel. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you.